Yeah, that needs to be cut out and we'll figure it all out afterwards.
Sounds good.
Test you going?
Oh, yeah, I did. Do you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Guys, this is not your first video, I can tell. Alright. Alright, so we're recording. So, what were your biggest concerns when picking entertainment for your wedding?
Well, his family is a family full of musicians, so we really had to struggle over the band versus DJ, and it was a really tough decision because we like live music, but
in the end, a band's not gonna get you through the first dance. They're not gonna get you through anything. They're not gonna organize what you're going through.
they're not going to walk you through your ceremony, and they're not going to play that first dance song perfectly so that we don't miss a step that we just paid, however much to choreograph with a special dance studio. So
you guys had a very particular first dance, or?
we did, and it was about a 4.5-minute song. We really only wanted to dance for a minute, but we were convinced maybe that was a little too short. But our DJ Kenny was perfect. He shut it off right at 1:56 exactly. Or
Right when we talked to him, we said we know this much. This is how long we can dance before we're gonna fail miserably. So we're gonna, we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna go into the close. And he hit the mark perfectly with the fade out, and
it really looked like we knew what we were doing.
Perfect. What do you suggest for anybody looking for entertainment? What would you say that they should be looking for? After working with Champagne Toast, what was the pros, what were the cons?
cons. I don't know.
That's good.
Pros, there were a ton. I think that Kenny really worked with us and understood what we were getting at. We were a non-traditional couple. We didn't want our bridal party introduced, and he didn't give us a hard time about that. We didn't really want a big cake cutting ceremony. We wanted that much more low key than was bride and groom, but we had a whole sheet where we could pick exactly what we wanted and didn't want, and when we put an X next to something, there was no pushback. There wasn't a lot of people do this, or we think this is really great. So
So you were able to make it on the list. You were able to go on and pick your own music too for the entire night, or?
yeah.
I don't even know if we picked enough music to fill the whole night. We just went on and we picked a bunch of songs we liked, some that we didn't like as much, but said, we're fine with this stuff, and then songs we don't want that played.
Yeah, there was no chicken dance at our wedding.
you and everyone else now.
Yeah, so they loved that. We could ban a song, and we actually had final say. So if there was a song that people were asking for and we didn't want it played, it wasn't getting played no matter what, and I really appreciated that. But the online site, it was so easy to use. I think we're on a train or something when we sat using Wi-Fi, picking our songs and texting people saying, what songs are your favorite songs at weddings? And we found them on the list that the site generated.
Yeah. And then it was just taking the stuff that we put in, and I think we only put in 30, 40 songs, and the rest of the night was just filled in with similar songs that fit the same type of music that fit the mood perfectly.
And they did a great job because no one sat at our wedding. It was hard enough to get people to sit for dinner, let alone ever sit again. Everyone was dancing the entire night.
Yeah.
And everyone said afterwards, your DJ is amazing.
Yeah.
And they really accommodated. I have, like I said, my family's a bunch of musicians, and so we had some old recordings of them, and they were, Champagne Toast was able to take those and weave them into the night just using that, so it was no problem.
Would you recommend Champagne Toast to your family and friends?
Absolutely.
Of course, when no one else. But I just think that they did such a great job. We didn't have to worry about anything.
Nope, it was perfect.
And they thought of everything we didn't. I really didn't think I was going to need any sound at our reception, at our ceremony. And they brought the equipment anyways, because lo and behold, our Justice of the Peace decided he wanted to be mic'd. So it was really, they had such good foresight that we were all set. We weren't in a bind.
Yeah, it was great. Everyone was very nice, friendly, non-judgmental for our less than normal requests.
Yeah.
Any other I mean, those were pretty much the nails on the head. So, I mean, if you have any other things you want to say about your wedding or anything else that you want to add in, feel free to.
We could always get in contact with them. Don in the office got back to us right away. We didn't have to wait. The contract was really easy to get through, which we saw with some people that there was a lot of, red tape and underlying
Extras.
Plenty of added things that we could have added onto our wedding, and some things we didn't. I know there was lighting options and things like that, but it was really great.
It was a full service and as much service as we needed.
Just what you're looking for, custom.
Yeah, and perfect atmosphere and environment. We ended the night with, what was it? Dropkick Murphy, right? And it was perfect. Everyone was out on the floor dancing around like that was the last song of their life. They had a blast. It was unbelievable.
And that wasn't one we didn't say make that the last song. That was just chosen.
Yeah, it was great.
Good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Anything
That's good
else?
enough for me. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.